Hi everybody, welcome back to the Distance Learning Program. I'm happy to be with you today and I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to look at Unit 5 and Unit 6 review, and that starts on page, I believe it's 82. So if you'll turn to page 82 in your book, we're going to do the conversation that's at the back of the book for Unit 5 and 6 review. And I have a helper here with me today. Lena is going to help read the conversation between Min and Trina. And if you want to look at the back of the book, you can follow along. So here we go.
Hi, Min. So where do you plan to go on vacation?
I've decided to visit my family in Vietnam.
Fantastic. Have you bought your tickets yet?
Not yet, Trina. I plan to buy them this week. What about you? What do you plan to do during your vacation?
Well, I want to go to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Yeah, I have already made my reservations. My husband and I want free nights at the big hotel.
You're kidding. How did you win that?
We just fill out form at the shopping mall.
Wow. Is it really free?
I think so. But then we get there, we'll have to listen to a lecture about vacation timeshare. Share.
Do you intend to buy a place in a hotel for vacations?
No, but we intend to have fun in a free one.
All right. Thank you, Lena. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
All right. So if you're looking at the back of the book, just try to remember that Trina says all of the statements that are following the letter A, and Min says everything that follows B. Trina for A and Min for B. So the first question on page 82 says, who has decided to visit their family? Who has decided to visit their family? And the book already answers that question, and it says Min. Next, it says number 2. Put a check next to the name, who is going to Las Vegas? Who is going to Las Vegas? So if you look, it says here, well, I want to go to Las Vegas, and that follows the A. So that means Trina. Trina is going to Las Vegas. So put a check under the column that says Trina at the top. Next, it says, hasn't bought plane tickets yet. Hasn't bought plane tickets yet. So it says here, Trina says, fantastic. Have you bought your tickets yet? And then Min says, not yet, Trina. Not yet. So that means she has not bought her tickets yet. So the person who has not bought tickets yet is Min. The next question says, has already made reservations. Has already made reservations. And right here it says, yeah, I've already made my reservations, and that follows the letter A, which corresponds to Trina. So you would put a check under the Trina column. And then finally, it says, won a free hotel room. Well, Trina is the one who won the free hotel room because she's the one going to Las Vegas. So for the last question, you would put a check under the column that says Trina. Now, let's go to Part 2, Grammar. It says, write, complete the story, use the correct words. Now, I'm going to read the green box, a great time manager, and I'm going to fill in the correct words so you can follow along with me. Natalia Alvarez begins work at 8 o'clock in the morning. It is 7:50 and she has already arrived at her job. She is a single person. I'm sorry, she is a single parent. So she needs to manage her time well. Every Saturday, before she goes shopping, she makes a list of all the food she needs. After she takes her children to the park on Sunday, she cooks meals for the rest of the week. When she comes home late, she just heats up the food she cooked on Sunday. After she helps her children with their homework, she does the laundry and goes to bed for the night. Natalia is a great time manager. Next it says, write. Look at the answers. Write the questions. So in this case, for each of these questions, we have to look at the answers first and try to figure out what the question would be that would give that answer. So for number 1, B says, Natalia makes a list before she goes shopping. So the question would be, what does Natalia do before she goes shopping? Number 2, let's look at part B. It says she cooks meals for the rest of the week after she goes to the park. So what would be the question? The question would be, what does Natalia do after she goes to the park? Then finally, number 3 says she does the laundry after she helps her children with their homework. So the question that begins with when would be, when does she do the laundry? Now, if you'll turn to page 83, we're going to pronounce words using the ST sound. That's the combination of S and T. So here are some words that have the ST sound in them. Study English. Start the computer. Tell the story. What state do you live in? Go to the store. Students need to study. Let's see the salsa stars. And finally, stop procrastinating. Next it says, underline the initial ST sound. Now remember, initial means it comes at the beginning of the word. Initial. Hi, Stuart. I'm going to the store. What do you need? So the two words in that part would be Stuart and store. You would underline the ST in Stuart and store. Can you get me some stamps? You would underline ST in stamps. It's the first of the month. I have to pay bills. Sure. Thanks. I'll start, and you would underline ST in start. Writing the checks now, and stop, again, ST would be underlined in stop. Procrastinating. Now, ST is in the word procrastinate, but it's not the initial sound, so you would not underline that ST. Now, part 2. Hello, Stephanie. You would underline ST in Stephanie. Hi, Steve. Are you still a student here? So here are 3 words with ST in them: Steve, still, and student. So you underline ST in all of those words. Yes, I'm studying appliance repair. Underline ST in studying. Really? Maybe you can fix my stove when you finish. When you finished. ST in stove. And finally, I hope so. Next, part C, it says talk with a partner, ask and answer the questions, say the words with the initial ST sound carefully. You can answer these questions individually. How long have you studied at this school? When you go to the store, what do you usually buy? When did you move to this state? And when did you start working? All right. Finally, in part D, it says write 5 questions. Use the following words. Ask your partner the questions. Remember to pay attention to the initial ST sound. The words that you want to write questions for are study, store, start, story, and student. So each of you can write your own questions with these words. And that finishes the Unit 5 and 6 review. So the last part of the lesson today is pronunciation. So if you can get your Oxford Picture Dictionaries out, the Oxford Picture Dictionary, and if you can turn to page 74, we're going to continue with pronunciation. I'll read the words and you can follow along and pronounce them after me. Containers and packaging. Bottles. Jars. Cans. Cartons. Containers. Boxes. Bags. Packages. 6-packs. Loaves. Rolls. Tubes. A bottle of water. A jar of jam. A can of beans. A carton of eggs. A container of cottage cheese. A box of cereal. A bag of flour. A package of cookies. A 6-pack of soda. Pop. A loaf of bread. A roll of paper towels. A tube of toothpaste. Grammar point, count and non-count. Some foods can be counted. An apple. 2 apples. Some foods can't be counted. Some rice. Some water. For non-count foods, count containers. 2 bags of rice. Pair practice, make conversations. How many boxes of cereal do we need? We need 2 boxes. Now we're turning to page 75. Weights and measurements. Measure the ingredients. Weigh the food. Convert the measurements. And in the picture C, you can see that 1 cup equals 237 milliliters. You probably use the metric system, and you know what millimeters and milliliters are, and liters and meters. But in the English system, we use cups. And I know that that can be confusing for a lot of people. But we have conversion factors that can help you convert from the metric system to the English system. Next, liquid measurers. I'm sorry, it's liquid measures. Liquid measures. I'm looking underneath each of the pictures, and I'm going to show you what these abbreviations mean. FLOZ means 1 fluid ounce. 1 fluid ounce. Fluid means liquid. C means cup. 1 cup. PT is pint. 1 pint. QT is quart. 1 quart. And GAL is gallon. 1 gallon. Dry measures. TSP is teaspoon. TBS, tablespoon. 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup. 1/2 cup. 1 cup. Weight. A fluid ounce of milk. A cup of oil. A pint of frozen yogurt. A quart of milk. A gallon of water. A teaspoon of salt. A tablespoon of sugar. A 1/4 cup of brown sugar. A 1/2 cup of raisins. A cup of flour. An ounce of cheese. A pound of roast beef. Equivalencies. 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons equals 1 fluid ounce. 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. 2 cups equals 1 pint. 2 pints equals 1 quart. 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. Volume. 1 fluid ounce equals 30 milliliters. 1 cup equals 237 milliliters. 1 pint equals 0.47 liters. So a pint is a little bit less than half of a liter. 1 quart equals 0.95 liters. So a liter is a little larger than a quart. 1 gallon equals 3.79 liters. Weight. 1 ounce equals 28.35 grams. 1 pound equals 453.6 grams. 2.205 pounds equals 1 kilogram. And 1 pound equals 16 ounces. All right, so that concludes today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you during the next video. Have a great day.